what is up, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Tink. That's M-I-C-C, not M-I-S-S. You all know the channel is Natural Post. It's the TV out. We're here to talk about none other than, see the description box below, Love&HipHop Atlanta, Season 10, Episode 3, Oh Baby. This episode was, yeah, we're gonna hold on to it, y'all, you know, but wasn't really that much to talk about. We're gonna see what I can come up with, what I can squeeze out of this little mustard seed of ass episode. Let's get into it. All right, so I mean, this episode was all right. Got my little notes. Y'all know how I do, okay? Oh, and shout out to the new subscribers. Hey y'all, hey, you know, welcome to the channel. Forgot to mention that in the first part, but hey y'all. And of course, all those who came back, welcome back. Anyways, episode pretty much starts where we see Erica's doing her baby photo shoot. She looked beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. She looked very pregnant and plump, but she looked amazing. And apparently, I don't know if this photo shoot was during the show, because I'm trying to figure out how you haven't told Safari and how he hasn't noticed. I mean, is the timeline off, y'all, or something? I mean, like, did they do the photo shoot now and put that in the first and then record it back in the gap before she started showing that big? I'm just saying, get the edits together, Myrna. Get it together, Myrna. Anyways, she's worried pretty much about her and, you know, Forrest, because I'm not calling him Safari. And apparently Forrest gave her a half-ass apology. I'm like, girl, what did you expect? I mean, but again, y'all should have straight up dated, or his pull-out game should have been way stronger. I'm just saying. Anyways, she doesn't want to give up on her marriage, and she hopes he takes the news well. We're going to see. After that, they all getting together for Yandy's birthday dinner. And again, how Safari did not know, I'm just shocked. I'm surprised. Everybody show up, you know, Yan the Fan and Felonice, they all there. Of course, Broke Sheeta and, you know, her damn crater throat husband. We see Bambi and Scrappy there, and then of course none other than Miss Red Rooster herself make an entrance with Lamar Odom. Like, times must be really hard, Lamar. That's all I'm baby. Anything for a storyline, Rooster? You stay cock-a-doodle-doodling, girl. Okay, trying to stay relevant. Anyways, before she even showed up, we see that apparently Erica and Bambi is basically throwing shade at Scrap and Forrest. Apparently Scrap issue with Bam is that Bam want him to stay home all the time, and he need to get out here and make this music, because, you know, COVID done put a damp on everything. They ain't even playing his old stuff anymore. He can't even perform that. So, and he popping babies in you left and right, girl. So I'm just saying, but I understand she want him to be home. Find a balance, y'all, please. And then, of course, Wildlife and Scrap are talking, and that's when, or should I say Forrest, because I call him Wildlife. But either or, you ain't no Safari. But they're talking about, he's talking about his whole thing with Erica and everything, how he feels about Erica Mena. And then that's when they start throwing the shade, because, you know, apparently Felonice pulled out Yan the Fan's chair, and that just prompted Bambi and Erica to start talking noise and throw shade about how he's a gentleman. Pretty much Scrap started being extra about what he do and everything, how he cook breakfast, make up breakfast in bed and all of that. And Bambi, girl, I understand you talking about you want him to be consistent, but be glad he doing it, girl. I'm just stating, like, you know, times it's hard during the curve. And I don't know if it's some pregnancy hormones, but be glad he doing something, girl, because some people ain't doing nothing. Check out your friend and Wildlife, okay? Them two ain't really doing nothing. And obviously not, because the way she brought up the fact that Scrap is doing more than Wildlife should tell you a lie, Bambi. Read between the lines before you start throwing the shade, girl. I'm just saying. But, you know, they have a little good time. Of course, we saw all this on social media when Yan the Fan got her Rolls Royce. I don't know if, you know, Felonice really got it, or if it was rented. You know, Myrna stayed with the stunts and shows. And of course, that's when we saw, of course, Lamar Odom and the Red Rooster together. So after she got a Rolls Royce, they all talking. Well, they all talking before she got the Rolls Royce or whatever, because he gave her a speech. That's when Red Rooster talking about they taking it slow. They used to talk back in the gap, and then they seen each other again. And they were both single, and now she tried anything for a storyline. I don't believe none of that shit. None of it. Anyways, after all of that, let me make sure if I get on to the next scene, just in case I gotta, you know, cut and splice and cut. Sure do. They all had fun. Let's get to the next scene, y'all. Let's get to it. All right, so after all that, I forgot to mention Spice was there. You look beautiful, girl. You know, you look beautiful, girl. Okay. And I forgot to mention that Scrap asked, Wildlife if he wanted to come through and pull up and perform because he's performing soon, make that money. Obviously, he took his advice because in the next scene, he pulling up. I don't know if it's hot out there, is it summer, is it winter time when this was recorded, but that mink, I guess we see Scrappy performing his little song. Then we see, Wildlife doing his thing. Everybody was enjoying it. I'm pretty sure they weren't paid actors because everybody wanted to get out in Atlanta, and we know how Atlanta is. But they did a pretty good job, and I was like, all right, cool. So after the show, whatever, we see, Wildlife and Scrap talking about their wives and everything. Apparently, the party, Yan's party did some good or brought some goodness or some little piece, a little piece of peace. To Wildlife and Erica's household, and then apparently Scrap is like, Bam would normally be here, but she tripping right now, so I gotta make this money, and she pregnant and everything, but she normally be here, but I ain't got time to deal with all that. I ain't got time. I need to get to the money, what I'm saying, where the money resides, and I ain't got time to hear your mouth, Bam. Take your ass back in the forest. I'm just saying, that's pretty much what he's doing. But apparently Wildlife wants to get a vasectomy, want to get snipped or whatever, because he don't want no more kids. And I'm like, baby, I'm still shocked how you did not know. Hey, you must really don't pay attention to your wife. Okay, whatever, whatever. I guess. After that, we see young baby Tate. She went down to LA. She normally working. She working with her crew and everything. We see her doing her thing, get it, boo. But then she run up on her man, Grammy nominated Guap Dad, 4,000, 5,000, 1,000, one of them thousands. And I ain't hear none of his songs. I don't know, I'm old, y'all. I'll be underneath the rock, so maybe I just, but I ain't hear none of his songs. But kudos to you too, Grammy nominated. Okay. She meet up with him straight up stage. Your ass on the corner, I guess. So they go to Malibu Beach. They having a good old time. Girl, I don't know if young baby Tate gonna be the dumb fool in love character of this, because girl, you ain't seen none of the signs, like none of these signs. I guess. So they talking, and he pretty much, I feel like he just there for a good time. He doing camera time, trying to get his music out there. He don't really give a damn about you, if you ask me. Because when she asked him about coming to Jamaica for her vacation, for her birthday, which I don't understand why you worried about having a vacation with him, girl, when you need to enjoy yourself and turn up in Jamaica, your pretty ass. I'm just saying. But anyways, he talked about he gonna see because his brother got a wedding. Sign right there. And you got, girl, you should have been like, all right, cool, I'm still go. You come. If you don't, you don't. Play it cute. You going to Jamaica during COVID. Be happy, girl. Anyways, apparently they've been on each other for 2 years, and in 1 year she was with a dude, and now she ain't with him no more. And so now they trying to make it work. I guess. Doing long, just not with him, girl. Worry about your career. Make him a fun time. When you step down, you have, every time you in his city, when you touch down, you reach out to him in his city or whatever, when you got time for him. But focus on your career, because obviously he is. Anyways, apparently she didn't meet her, we got a little backstory a little bit, because they had a little intimate talk, which I wouldn't be talking to him. She didn't meet her brothers or her dad till later on in life. Apparently, I'm guessing her dad and her other siblings weren't in the picture, but, we're going to see what it is. And, after that, they plan on having, well, she's going to have a little turn-up party at an Airbnb. And again, girl, I guess, whatever. So they're going to have a kickback. We're going to see how that goes, because I guess. Let's get to some more shit. All right, so pretty much after that, we see Red Rooster and Lamar Odom. We see what she claims she's been working on, another storyline, if you ask me, during COVID. She been working on this restaurant called Johnny's. She's coming there to talk with Lamar. They talking about they little quote-unquote trying to fake it till they make it storyline, because we know that's all she had to pay the bills, okay, and to keep that restaurant open or something, if that's really hers. Anyways, so she go tell the chef to show out for Lamar. I guess they talking. I'm serious. I don't know if anybody caught it. Lamar is just here to cut a check. He need the money, because the way that he tensed up when she asked about the past and talked about, and they went straight to Chloe, how he acting now. Girl, straight up storyline. You calling him baby, fake as fuck. You talking about you don't want him to fuck nobody else. You ain't. Okay, Rooster, whatever makes you sleep good at night, girl, with a good conscience on all that collagen. Okay, whatever you say, girl. If you expect us to believe he ain't, okay. Anyways, so she taking her time. They tried to have a talk, but obviously it went somewhere else. The moment he looked like he was about to have a relapse when he thought about Chloe, and they flashed it on the they flashed it on the damn screen or whatever. He's like, I don't want to talk. It's like, okay, baby, we don't have to talk about. Yeah. You already know, girl. That's a trigger point for him. You know better. You just trying to get a reaction and almost didn't get the or should I say, you almost got the reaction you didn't want, or the truth. Obviously, he still got a thing, and from definitely what we see from social media today, he still won't Chloe. Anyways, times is hard when you leave a Kardashian, okay, especially you're a black man. Ask him. He prime example, okay. Anywho, they do this. After all of that, we see Felonice and Yan, they talking in the park about basically being the whole family and how happy they are, okay, whatever. And then that's when we see apparently her Yandy's adopted daughter, Felonice. Oh Lord, wrong person. Infinity, excuse me. Felonice is the husband. Infinity basically started some drama. Apparently was on the blogs. I didn't see this, but I'm partially feeling like, Yan, you really worried about your image more than this girl. You really worried about what it made you look like than her. Now, granted, I understand she and her feels about the picture and she took it to social media and all of that, which I feel like she should have kept it, but she's still a child and she adopted. And they already saying that you adopted this girl for a storyline anyway, so you probably getting your karma. I do not know. But I still feel like the way you were stating in the confessionals, you wasn't really worried about her. You was worried about your image being tarnished. You really was. Apparently, Felonice don't want her ass in the house because Yan invited her to come down. Felonice like, look, I ain't got time to be walking on eggshells. I had to do that for 3, 4, whatever many years he served and got out. I ain't about to do it in my own house. You gonna talk to her. She gonna have to get an Airbnb, call your girl Myrna. We can set her up. Hotel, something. She can't come here. We gonna see how that goes, I guess. Anyways, but I still feel like you was upset more about what was said as far as your image on social media more than her, but whatever. Back in LA, we meet Lil Baby Tate's friend Brandy. She cute, beautiful little chocolate thing. Get it, boo? I thought that wasn't her mama, but no, not even her sister. Cousin probably, but she beautiful as always. They chilling, having a good time, whatever. And apparently, young Baby Tate, I don't know if you was on something or no, I'm not even gonna say that because I felt where she was coming from about the way Guap Dad was acting, about how he friendly and all that when you know how she feel, but acting the ass on screen in front of his friends when clearly he did not care and y'all was turning up. No, ma'am, not a cute look. Not a cute look. I'm just saying. Apparently they haven't made each other friends. Obviously we see why. But no, ma'am, you could have kept it cute, be like, oh, okay, and just kept it pushing. When Brandy took her off to the side, I died when she was like, I died when she asked young Baby Tate, you thought he was Jay-Z? Because apparently she thought her and Guap Dad 4000 was going to be the next Jay-Z and Beyonce. Girl, I'm so with Brandy. Like, girl, you reaching a little too, and he ain't even, girl. At least when Beyonce and Jay got together, they both had their accomplishment and established Grammy winners. Girl, he ain't even got a G yet. And I'm talking about G in the Grammy. He got nominated. Worry about your career so you can get nominated too before you worry about all of this. I'm sorry, girl. I guess. Anyways, they also go on a drinking game, which furthermore made me feel like, girl, you was doing too much. You should have just charged it to the game, but it could have been the liquor. Because apparently she found out he ain't going to Jamaica after all. I said, oh, okay. She mad and she want everybody to go. And I'm just like, again, girl, again. Doing a little too much. Doing just a tad bit too much, girl. But hopefully you're going to learn, baby. We're going to get to some more shit. All right. So lastly, pretty much we see Erica's having this appreciation party for wildlife or whatever. I don't understand why. I guess this is her way to tell him that they're having another baby. Spice shows up. She look good. She look good. Them dancers too, them asses looking right. You too, Spice. You look amazing, girl. Yes, okay. Spice did that. You know, that was the only nice thing about it. But, I mean, again, wildlife. How in the fuck you did not notice your wife was... Ooh. They sit down and have a little talk or whatever, and that's when she reveals that she's pregnant. And that's when he's, like, in shock. He like, what? Like, so much to the point where he walks off. Because at first I think this was all about him. Like, this is what I like. Again, grow the fuck up, okay? That's why I'm not calling you safari. I'm calling your ass either wildlife or forest, because you ain't worth being a safari. Grow the fuck up, okay? But again, pull-out game should have been better. I'm going to keep saying that. And Erica, you better choices, baby, because now you got two. And whatever. He walks off in his little four-wheeler, and he act like he don't know what to say. He in shock, like, I don't want any. I'm just like, okay. I'm sorry with the producers. Like, how the hell you didn't know? Yeah, obviously there's some big-ass separations. You ain't paying attention to her at all. Like, you did not know. Okay. Anyways, I guess, because he brings up about starting over being a parent. Again, this is what happens when your pull-out game ain't strong. You saw what happened with your daughter. What you think was going to happen? Just dumb. Anyways, I guess. So, we're going to see how that goes. But the ending pretty much ends where Infinity and Yan Fan are talking. I'm sorry. I'm 50-50 on it. Now, granted, if CPS and all of that was called because someone got in Infinity's ear and it was a toxic person and she didn't want to listen, I understand all of that. If you don't want to listen and you think you grown, take your ass out and be grown. Trust me, my parents was the same way, especially when this person is being toxic. I feel like Infinity, own up to your part and understand you was acting like an adult, so you got handled like an adult. And Yan Fan, own up to the fact that I feel you more worried about your image than you was worried about her. Because if it was really true that CPS was called because someone put, or should I say her guy friend or whoever, sat up there and stated that you was out at the club or whatever working, and of course you being 16, 17, you was old enough to watch the kids, that's some bullshit. I'm pretty sure she was not out shaking her ass for cash or whatever. Everybody knows what Yan the Fan does, especially before COVID hit. So I don't know if she putting on ears, or should I say on airs for that one. But again, I'm on both sides of it, because Infinity Girl, own up to your shit and you want to play grown and don't want to listen. But Yan Fan, are you really owning to the fact that, are you really worried about what your image look like to the public as far as your coinage? Or did that stuff really happen as far as CPS and everything, and that's what you really worried about? I'm just saying it because I don't see how CPS could be called when they know how old the girl is, especially if you did this adoption for a storyline. I'm just stating. But I don't know, y'all. Let me make sure I ain't miss anything. Because apparently, you know, Infinity walk off. She said she over it. She ain't really trying to listen. And this is why I said, Miss Infinity Boo, you need to own up to, if you want to play grown and be out there in this world and don't want to listen, and you causing bullshit when someone trying to help you, get your ass out there and figure it out yourself. You want to be grown. That's all I'm saying. But Yan Fan is something else. I don't know. I ain't trusting your reason on why you feel the way you feel, girl. I feel like you worry about more self-image, if anything. But we shall see how this goes. And that's pretty much what happened, y'all. I tried my best. I tried. But we got through it. I'm Miss Tink. That's M-I-C-C, not M-I-S-S. You already know the channel. It's not your pose. It's the TV. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm about to do this baddies and get my ass in this bed and eat and edit and get on to sleep. Got work in the morning. Deuces, deuces, deuces. Bye, y'all.